Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Kyle from PixelHangover.com, and wanted to show you guys the newest Battleground that was released with patch 5.3 in WoW. It's a pretty fun little Battleground. It's a mixture of something like King of the Hill and Capture the Flag. It's called Deepwind Gorge. And as you can see, there's my sexy self and the now useless PvP gear. So yeah, there's the map. You can see in the middle there's kind of three different points where the flags are. You have to go out and capture them. Our amazing strategy was Group 1 to the north, Group 2 to the middle, and Group 3 to the south. I know it's groundbreaking, I understand. It takes a minute to gather yourself. But we do this, and we do it well. As you know, there was quite a bit of changes in PvP. I'll run down the gear changes and the changes in general that have happened with the latest happenings in the PvP resilience area. Not too hot. I think Blizzard pissed off pretty much every single person that PvPs in general, or has worked their ass off to get PvP gear. So here's the breakdown on what exactly has happened to the gear and in general PvP. Base resilience will now be set at 65% for all characters, level 85 and higher. Resilience will be removed from nearly all PvP gear, which basically made PvP PvP. Allowed you to be more defensive and so on and so forth. Players will still be able to use resilience gems and enchants, just not already automatically on your gear. Oh, by the way, isn't that not awesome? I mean, look at me. I'm invisible. I got that actually from a rare out in Kunlai. So, if you want to know about it, post a little comment. I'll let you know. I'll hook you up. The next thing, PvP power will remain exclusively on PvP gear. So, you won't have to worry about seeing that in PvP. I'm sorry, PvE. PvP set bonuses that currently provide resilience will now provide PvP power instead. And I'm just curious. I mean, I'm sure there's healers out there that feel like they need more survivability than they already have, which I think is a complete lie. But I'll let you know what's happening with the healers. Healers and hybrid casters will benefit to a greater degree from PvP power, and battle fatigue will increase to make PvP gear superior for healers. Are you shitting me, Blizzard? Are you shitting me? I feel like they just want to double the amount of lost subs they had from this past quarter. Maybe they can make it like 2.6 million this time. I think it was 1.3 before, perhaps. Something like that. Conquest gear will be increased to item level 496 from 493. Elite gear will be decreased from item level 496. This gear essentially becomes a prestige upgrade. The big change, we will be adding an item level ceiling to all gear in unrated battlegrounds, rated battlegrounds, and arenas. All gear with item levels higher than 496 will be scaled down to 496 conquest gear item level that currently is there now. This includes even conquest items that exceed the eye level ceiling, such as the weapons. That's pretty much the big stuff. There was a couple little other changes, nothing too insane or crazy. That's all your crazy wrapped up right there in a good 2 minutes. So here's me in the middle, doing my thing, working them bitches and hoes like I do. As a warlock, if you didn't already know, has a pretty much, I feel like I'm a blood DK when I'm in PvP, and it feels like I'm just unbreakable. I have, I just keep throwing out the Rain of Fire and tapping that Ember Tap and, hitting them health stones, hitting that life touch and all that, and, keep it alive, doing what I gotta do. Yeah, and in PvP, I'm always jamming the one to get my Rain of Fire off, and especially in large groups. I mean, I'll just go in there when there's a group of like 15 or 20 on like Isle of Conquest or something, and just lay it down at the workshop and just, I mean, endless Ember Tap. Like, I could tap it until the end of time. As long as I have my Rain of Fire going, it's money. We did end up whooping these guys, and I ended up grabbing this. I see the guy beside me. This is, you know what cracks me up? When I'm capturing a flag, or you see someone capturing a flag, and then they go for it. I don't understand that concept. I feel like you could be so much more useful stunning, freezing, what have you, people that could be coming in from the person that's already capturing it. I know right there was kind of close between me and that guy, but I feel like I was pretty much captured before him. That's just my opinion. So yeah, I set up my demonic gateway. I kind of look at the map a couple times to kind of see where the carts are. You'll see them kind of on the maps here. This guy, I got him good. I stunned him. That guy got him all iced up. And I will say the PvE gear, I don't know how many people in this were actually wearing PvE gear, but I did pretty decent. I don't feel like I was any kind of less putting out damage wise. As far as taking damage, I kind of felt it was almost the same, maybe a little bit more, because especially during that first little phase there when I went in the middle, I did get smacked down pretty hard pretty quick. But I don't know, maybe it's just me thinking it because they said, hey, this is probably what's going on, and you're probably gonna get your ass whooped a little bit more. Because, you know, I remember when I was actually coming into the PvP, first coming back to the expansion, and it was kind of tough. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty insane. You would get your ass whooped every single time you came across anybody that had a couple pieces of PvP gear, and at the same time, as you can see there on the cart, that is the cart that the Alliance is grabbing, and they're taking back to their side. So each side has a cart within their base, a mine cart. You have to take it and drag it back to your base, and of course gives you points and such. Come over here and help out my buddies. Throw that rate of fire, of course. But no, I remember grinding and getting my PvP gear, and you know, every couple pieces you felt like you was really, you know, really doing something. And I'm sure the same thing kind of goes for PvE when people are doing looking for raid or just raid in general or heroics. You know, I wouldn't expect to go into looking for raid or a raid in general and expect, for me in PvP gear, be it the honor or the conquest side of gear, the tyrannical or malevolent gear, and actually be the equivalent in DPS with those that have top tier PvE gear. And I think everyone and their brother feels that way. Like, why would you do something like that? Well, then why would they do this to the PvP gear? It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. PvP gear is for those that are PvPing, and they've took the time to get the PvP gear, and for them to just remove the resilience away and remove your survivability essentially, and give it to others that didn't work at all for it, and they just, you know, say, okay, we're gonna give everybody 65% resilience, and you're gonna like it. You know, I don't understand that. I don't know. I know I have checked out the update on the battle.net and seeing where people have been commenting, and of course Blizzard says, hey, let us know what you think, we listen to you guys. I don't feel like they listen to us, because I'm fairly sure, at least in this particular update, you know, letting people know what happened with the update with PvP and 5.3 in general, people, I would say, and I'm not even exaggerating, probably 97 to 98% or more were either saying I'm unsubbing, or you guys are ruining this game, or you want to basically make this game go away so that Titan, your next game, can be set up and not have to worry about WoW. Like, they feel like it's like a ploy by Blizzard and Activision to essentially destroy WoW to set up Titan for their next go at the MMO market. So that's pretty much it. I you know, rant 101, rant on. So yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like the PvE gear is that amazing in PvP, but I've done this one, and since the update, and I've done okay for myself in my full PvP gear, mostly malevolent, a couple tyrannical pieces. There's me and my amazing DPS and heals. Look at them heals, second. Come on, healers, what's up? I feel like you're giving this whole healer buff a bad name. I mean, Blizzard's trying to hook you up, and you got me over here out healing you all. I mean, you know, here's what you gotta also understand. Where we are on the Horde, it feels like 80% of the time we either have no healers, or our healers are incredibly bad. It's usually, you know, the first, but sometimes the second happens, but it's mostly the first where we have no healers at all. It's just all PvP guys, you know, a couple tanks, and, you know, you might see one healer, and that one healer may have PvE gear or a couple pieces of honor gear, malevolent gear. Usually it's not too good for the Horde, but when we see a couple healers in there, it's like we do like a rain dance, like we're celebrating. We couldn't believe that a healer showed up to heal. So yeah, and of course I don't know why I decided to run across here. I guess it felt like more fun, maybe more intimidating as I approached this guy, and he's like, oh no, that guy walking across here is going to get here eventually. I'll just blink away. It's all good. And I felt like I stunned him there. I mean, I dropped that as he was going away, so I decided to just throw a couple of that on him. And that guy, I don't know, since resilience in general doesn't even matter anymore, I don't know how I was hitting that guy so hard. Maybe the PvP power is just too much for him to handle, since they kind of buffed the PvP power a little bit, since they took away the resilience, PvP resilience. But I don't know. That's pretty much it. I'll let this play out the rest of the way. Give me a heads up on what you guys think. Let me know. I'd really love to hear what you guys have to say about it, and see if I'm the only one, even though I know I'm not, since the battle.net pages have told me so. So let me know. Throw a heads up. Any comments that you want to see anything in a while, let me know. Post it up. I will do what I can. And until next time, guys, we will talk to you later. Thanks a lot.
Far away.